Greetings one and all, my name is Jason. Welcome to my channel and to the latest edition of Tunes and Talk, where I serenade you for about an hour or so with 10 songs and bring you a little innocuous chatter in between each one, because that's just the kind of guy that I am. For those of you who are new here, I hope you enjoy the ride. For those of you who are repeat performers, you may notice there's a little more natural light in my tiny studio, bathroom / recording studio today, and that's because I'm recording this in the afternoon. On the upside, I do have the natural light, and I probably won't be scrambling in the wee hours of the morning to get this uploaded. On the downside, here in the desert, it's forecasted to be about 110 degrees today, and I just turned off my air conditioner to keep the noise in the background to a minimum. Oh, I must really want to sing, right? I do, and today's edition of Tunes and Talk is all about songs from movies. Everybody loves a good movie song, and here is one of my favorites from the movie Pretty Woman. No, it's not Pretty Woman, yeah. Roy Orbison stuff. No, I love Roy Orbison, but no. This one was recorded by Lauren Wood, and it's called Fallen. I can't believe it, you're a dream come true. And I can't believe how I've fallen for you. And I was not looking, was content to remain. And it's ironic to be back in the game. You are the one who's led me to the sun. How could I know I was lost without you? I want to tell you, you control my reign, and you should know that you're the light in my veins. You are the one who's led me to the sun. How could I know that I was lost without you? And I can't believe it, you're a dream come true. And I can't believe how I've fallen for you. And I was not looking, was content to remain. And it's ironic to be back in the game. Oh, you're a dream coming true. Oh, my, I have fallen for you. Oh, you're a dream coming true. Oh, my, I have fallen for you. Isn't that a terrific song? If you have seen the movie Pretty Woman, You may remember that from when Julia Roberts' character was shopping along Rodeo Drive. Was her character's name Vivian? I think it was Vivian. Yep. Never been to Rodeo Drive myself. I probably couldn't even afford the parking fee, let alone anything in the stores. I'm more of a Target, thrift shop, clearance sale kind of guy. So, this next song, which I love, I didn't actually see the movie. I kind of figured for me seeing the movie it would sort of all be a case of been there, done that, because this was recorded by one of my favorite singers ever, the great Stephanie Mills. Of course, the original Dorothy in The Wiz for the first 5 years that The Wiz was on Broadway, and Grammy winner and phenomenal recording artist. And it was recorded for the Tom and Jerry movie. Yep, the cartoon Cat and Mouse. So I figure I watched them chase one another for plenty of years during my childhood. I didn't really need to see the movie as an adult. But when I heard this song, totally fell in love with it. And so much of what is happening in our world today makes the song really relevant, because everybody is so selfish, it seems like, especially politically. What's in it for us? Well, who can we screw over to get what we want? Well, we don't care what you want. We're going to do everything we can to block you, and we're going to try and push our agenda through. And, you know, honestly, why don't we all try giving to those in need and doing what's best for the greater good? That's sort of what this song speaks to. Love is no fairy tale, but that isn't still to say it knows how to teach us well. It helps us to find our way. As much as we sacrifice is only as much as we can gain. Forgiving not once but twice, and then again and again. It isn't about how much we can get. It isn't remembering what love will forget. I found the secret of learning to live. It's all in how much we give. Sometimes the rain pours down, flooding across the land. And sometimes the sun shines bright, warming our hearts again. I'll be there by your side through every season's change. It isn't about how much we can get. It isn't remembering what love will forget. I found the secret, learning to live. It's all in how much. It's all in how much. It's all in how much we give. We can't see the days ahead or the unsuspecting nights, and the road is hard to find. Love will be our heart. It isn't about how much we can get. It isn't remembering I love to go out to karaoke during the holiday season in December and sing that song. When everyone's rushing around to try and get, the latest $5,000 technological device from Amazon that will be obsolete in 3 months. And walking right by collection bins for the needy, for old clothes or books or coats for the cold, that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, you know what? Do you really need that iPhone Model 57 or whatever? Isn't your Model 56 going to hold you for another year? Why don't you, maybe donate to a food bank or to a Coats for the Cold type cause, or to a nonprofit organization that has outreach programs for education, healthcare, that kind of thing. So not just for the holidays, but year round. And I'm sorry if I didn't hit that high note. I sometimes do and sometimes don't. I'm no Stephanie Mills. And speaking of Stephanie Mills, she has a new single, brand new music from her, coming out later this month in June. And it's called Let's Do the Right Thing. And I'm so jazzed to hear new music from the great Ms. Mills. This next song is from the movie For the Boys, although it's actually an old, well, maybe not that old, Beatles song, but it was featured in the movie For the Boys. Bette Midler sang it, and I'd always liked it, but when I heard Bette Midler sing it with this arrangement, it just took on a whole new dimension. I completely fell in love with it. And so this goes out to all my wonderful friends. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living in my life. I've loved them all. Out of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares to you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never ever lose affection for people and things that went before. Though I'll often stop and think about as I mentioned, I believe just in the most recent episode of Tunes and Talk or edition, if you've not seen For the Boys with Bette Midler and James Caan, check it out. It's a beautiful moment. She's singing that to the soldiers in Vietnam, and just does such an exquisite job. I think she's a magnificent singer and actress. Really, really inhabits a song. Here is one that I have not sung before, because I always, for every Tunes and Talk, I always try and sing at least one song that I have never sung before, pushes me out of that tiny little comfort zone circle. Sometimes they fly, sometimes they crash and burn. This is only something I do for fun, so it's all okay. This was written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. It has been recorded by Dusty Springfield, Sergio Mendes in Brazil 66, Jennifer Holliday, Diana Ross, probably Dionne Warwick at some point, Anita Baker, Marilyn Scott. Again, I think I'm the only person that probably hasn't recorded this song, but it was used originally and actually written for the movie Casino Royale. No, not the Daniel Craig James Bond movie, but the David Niven James Bond parody back in the late 60s. So, and David Niven and Ursula Andress was in that. But this is the Diana Krall. Yes, she recorded it too. The Diana Krall arrangement. Sing along. I'd be surprised if you don't know this. The look of love is in your eyes, a look your smile can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait. You feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, you got the look of love. It's on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. Don't ever go. I love you so. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. Don't ever go. Don't ever go. I love you so. I love you so. One of the quintessential sultry songs. Even if you watch, I'm sure Casino Royale is probably not the only movie in which that was featured, but if you watch some television show reruns from the late 60s, early 70s, you will often hear that playing in the background if they have a bar scene or a lounge scene. Or I remember there was an episode of Policewoman where she's going undercover and she's talking to someone in this bar, and every time she goes into the bar, that song is playing. So it's a great mood setter. And this next song is also one that I don't think I have ever sung. Again, and I do this all the time. I think I might have attempted it at karaoke like sometime in the past 12 years, maybe. But I don't know. In my early karaoke days, I was just buying track after track after track after track, and without really test piloting them first, and figured, well, I'll buy all these tracks, I'll throw them at the wall and see what sticks. So I'm not sure if I ever attempted this one in public. So this is from the movie Up Close and Personal, which was quite a good film. It starred Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert Redford, and it was sort of loosely based on the was it Jessica Savage life story, the Golden Girl, Jessica Savage, the reporter who came out of nowhere and became a worldwide overnight sensation. But quite a good movie, and this was actually nominated. It was sung for the movie by Celine Dion, and I'm no Celine Dion. But it was Oscar nominated. This arrangement is from Clay Aiken, another tall, skinny Southern boy. So here goes nothing. Or something. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. You lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything I am because you love me. For all the times that you stood for me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrongs that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found I'll be forever thankful. Baby, you're the one who held me up and never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. You lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything I am because you love me. You were always there for me, tender wind that carried me, light in the dark, shining your love into my life. You've been my inspiration, through the lies you were the truth. My world is a better place because of you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see, and you saw the best there was in me. You lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything I am because you love me. You were my strength, you were my voice, you were my eyes. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best in me. Clay Aiken's rendition, or his arrangement, Jason's rendition, Clay's arrangement for Because You Love Me from Up Close and Personal. That's one of those movies I think I'd sort of forgotten about, and I started thinking, God, you know, Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer, they had a really nice on-screen chemistry. It was a good movie. I won't spoil the end of it in case you haven't seen it, but let's just say it's not all. It doesn't end with all hearts and flowers and rainbows and My Little Pony. So, speaking of rainbows, happy Pride Month. This is June, National LGBTQ plus Pride Month, and you know, it is so important that we recognize and support and encourage one another to be true to ourselves. I lived in the closet for close to the first 25 years in my life, and let me tell you, there is no lonelier, more miserable place that you can live, probably outside of a prison. And being in the closet, it is kind of a prison. So if anybody out there is struggling with that decision to come out, I promise you it'll be okay. I can't say it won't be hard. I can't say that everyone is going to throw their arms around you and say, "Congratulations, you're gay." But I can promise you that in the long run, it'll be okay. You'll be glad that you came out, because living a lie is, it's pretty awful. So I have been out of the closet for a long, long time, and the biggest, most powerful bulldozer on the planet could not push me back in. So happy Pride Month, all of you. All of my fellow LGBTQ community members and all of our allies, who we appreciate very, very much. This next song is, here we go, an Oscar-winning song from a multiple Oscar-nominated movie, the Poseidon Adventure. Oh, you know what's coming, right? You're already picturing Shelley Winters swimming to save Gene Hackman, right? Under the sunken part of the ship. If you've never seen the Poseidon Adventure, terrific, terrific, terrific movie. Take a hard pass on the remakes. There have been 2 remakes. The HBO miniseries, which was dreadful. God, it was dreadful. And then there was the movie Poseidon that had Kurt Russell and Mia Maestro and Richard Dreyfuss, and all these Matt Dillon, all these celebrities, and really good special effects. But then, it was not well written. The writing didn't make me care about any of the characters, unlike the first one. There's got to be a morning after, if we can hold on through the night. We have a chance to find the sunshine. Let's keep on looking for the light. Oh, can't you see the morning after? It's waiting right outside the store. Why don't we cross the bridge together and find a place that's safe and warm? It's not too late, we should be giving. Only with love can we climb. It's not too late, not while we're living. Let's put our hands out in time. There's got to be a morning after. We're moving closer to the shore. I know we'll be there by tomorrow, and we'll escape the darkness. We won't be searching anymore. There's got to be a morning after. There's got to be a morning after. There's got to be a morning after. Morning after. Morning after. Maureen McGovern recorded that. Oscar winner for Best Song. In the movie, beautiful actress who just passed away a couple of 3 years ago, named Carol Lindley. She played a character named Nani, who had been hired as the lead singer for a band that was, excuse me, band that was entertaining on the ship before it capsized. And contrary to popular belief, that was not actually Carol Lindley singing. She was lip syncing, and they brought in a singer to record the song for the track and for the movie. And the funny thing was that they hadn't decided, the producers hadn't decided how to costume Carol Lindley's character. And so when this singer showed up to record the song for the movie, she had these like short, kind of cut off shorts and this kind of loose blousey, free spirit, flower child look. And Carol Lindley said, I took one look and said, that's it. That's who she is. And the rest is history. Now, if you've ever read Paul Gallico's novel, The Poseidon Adventure, from which the movie was adapted, also an exceptionally good novel. I personally think in some areas, particularly with her character, the screenplay for the movie is stronger, but different strokes. This next song is from a movie starring my favorite singer of all time and a brilliant actress, if I do say so myself. She was nominated for an Oscar and should have won for her performance in Lady Sings the Blues. Yes, the one and only Miss Diana Ross. And Lady Sings the Blues was her first movie. Then she went on to make this movie. This song is the theme song for, and then she went on to make The Wiz, the movie adaptation of the Broadway musical. And in '95, she made a TV movie called Double Platinum, which starred Brandy. And I believe it was either a couple of years before that or a couple of years after she made a TV movie called Out of Darkness, in which she played a woman dealing with schizophrenia, and just the most magnificent, powerful, affecting performance. Out of Darkness, you can probably still find that on YouTube. Watch it for free. It's tough to watch, but brilliant performance. But this is from the movie Mahogany.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for? When you look behind you, there's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Once we were standing still in time, chasing fantasies that filled our minds. You knew how I loved you, but my spirit was free, laughing at the questions that you once asked of me. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Now, looking back at all we planned, we let so many dreams just slip through our hands. Why must we wait so long before we see how sad the answers to those questions can be? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? what you're hoping for when you look behind you. There's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know?
A theme from Mahogany. And I have always loved that song in all of its grammatical incorrectness. And usually I'm a stickler for such things. I really love that song. I love it lyrically and just the music, the melody, the instrumentation, exquisite. And I love the movie. I think Diana was wonderful in the movie. Honestly, it's perceived also as a star vehicle for Billy D. Williams, who, I didn't think it was as strong for him as most people do. I really didn't buy his character as a man of the people politician. It didn't sway me. I think that primarily has to do with the writing. Anthony Perkins was a genius in it. Completely brilliant. What's next? I have 3 more songs from 3 more movies to share with you. This one is a lot of fun because this song can't really just be sung. This song should be performed. I think I've only done this once before on a Tunes and Talk. Now, ordinarily, if you ever see me doing this out in public, like at a karaoke place or at a cabaret act or at an open mic, or on stage at the Pride Festival. I did this on stage at the Pride Festival a few years ago. It was quite the hit. And I really put a lot more behind it, but in the confines of my tiny bathroom, there's only so much I can do. But from the movie, the same name as the song, Harper Valley PTA. I want to tell you all the story about a Harper Valley widowed wife who had a son named Jason who attended Harper Valley Junior High. Well, young Jason, he come home one afternoon and didn't even stop to play. And he said, Mama, I got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and running around with men going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little boy this way. And it was signed by the secretary of Harper Valley PTA. Now it happened that the PTA was meeting just that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her miniskirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I still recall the words she had to say. She said, I'd like to address this meeting of the Harper Valley PTA. Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there and 7 times has asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure does seem to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. And Mr. Baker, could you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Winnie Jones be told to keep her window shades all pulled completely down? Well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here cause he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you'll smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find she's had a little nip of gin. And then you have the nerve to tell me as a mother that you think that I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little pagan place, and you're all Harper Valley hypocrites. Now, I wouldn't put you on because it really did. It happened just this way. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. Oh, I love that song. Jeannie C. Riley recorded that for the movie starring Barbara Eden and Nanette Fabre. Character actor named Johnny Fiedler was in that as Bobby Taylor. Really, really fun movie. I think it was 1976, 77, 78, somewhere a long time ago. Not too long, but a long time ago. And it went on to spawn a series, a television series, Barbara Eden reprising her role as Stella Johnson. And it ran for 2 seasons. The first season it ran for her as Harper Valley PTA, and Fannie Flagg stepped into the Nanette Fabre role and was wonderful. They replaced Johnny Fiedler with Rod McCary because they wanted to make Bobby Taylor's character look more like Lothario, and Johnny Fiedler, as great a character actor as he was, did not give the impression of being a Lothario. And then it ran 1 more season just as Harper Valley, and they retooled it and kind of lost something. The writers changed 2 or 3 times, and they were just sort of meandering until it petered out. But Edie McClurg joined the cast for that 2nd season, and she and Barbara Eden have remained friends for a number of years afterwards. So she still, Barbara Eden still reflects upon it fondly. Next up, this song is from one of my favorite movies. I have a handful of movies that whenever I am flipping channels and I come across it, whether it's 5 minutes in or an hour and 45 minutes in, I have to sit down and watch the rest of it. It's from the movie Tootsie, and of course that movie won Jessica Lange an Oscar. Dustin Hoffman was nominated for an Oscar. Terry Garr was nominated for an Oscar. The song, I believe, was nominated for an Oscar. I don't remember if it won. Maybe it won or maybe it didn't. I remember there was very, very stiff competition that year. I don't think it did, but I would have given it an Oscar. Such a beautiful tune, and it was recorded for the movie by Stephen Bishop, and it's been covered by Roberta Flack and Patty Austin, and Dave Koz did a saxophone rendition of it on his At the Movies album. Just a great tune. That's not it. Oh, I am not very technologically inclined. Here we go.
passing time, watching trains go by. All of the light, lying on the sand, watching seabirds fly, wishing there could be someone waiting home for me. Something's telling me it might be you. It's telling me it might be you. All of my life, looking back as lovers go walking past. All of my life, wondering how they met and what makes it last. If I found the place, would I recognize the face? Something's telling me it might be you. It's telling me it might be you. So many quiet walks to take, so many dreams to wake, and with so much love to make. I think we're gonna need some time. Maybe all we need is time. And it's telling me it might be you. All of my life, I've been saving love songs and lullabies, and there's so much more no one's ever heard before. Something's telling me it might be you. It's telling me it must be you. And I'm feeling it'll just be you. All my life, it's you. It's you. I've been waiting for all of my life. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. I've been waiting for all of my life. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. All of my life. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. That I've been waiting for all of my life.
As I recall, that was lyrics by Alan and Marilyn Bergman. You can never go wrong with lyrics by Alan and Marilyn Bergman. That was from Tootsie. You know what my favorite part of Tootsie is? Oh, I think I know what you're looking for. You don't want a woman, you want some gross character of a woman to prove some idiotic point, like power makes women masculine or masculine women are ugly. Well, shame on you. Shame on any woman that lets you do that. That means you, dear Miss Marshall. Shame on you, you macho shithead. Forgive the profanity, but oh, love Dustin Hoffman as Michael Dorsey / Dorothy Michaels. Wonderful performance. We have come to the last song for this Tunes and Talk Goes to the Movies edition. And I'm really brave to try a song that I've never sung before as the last song to close it out. If it crashes and burns, I may have to stick in an 11th song to redeem myself. I've wanted to sing this song for years. God, I loved it. I'm going to need to turn my volume up on this because I'm using a different player. This was recorded by Helen Reddy, and it was for the original Pete's Dragon, which was a Disney film that I remember fondly from the days when, I would still walk down the sidewalk, probably like having to hold my mom's hand, right? And in the movie, Helen Reddy plays the wife of a seaman. She's a lighthouse keeper, plays a wife of like a merchant seaman who is lost at sea. And he has been lost for ages, but she has never given up hope, and she still has the light on every night, hoping that it will shine his way back home to her. And it's the most beautiful sequence in the movie when she is up on top of the lighthouse, and you see the giant light behind her kind of silhouetting her, and she's singing this out to the ocean. And it just, even as a child, that scene, the cinematography of it, and of course Helen Reddy's unmistakably exquisitely beautiful voice just swept me away. So I'll never be able to live up to that. Shouldn't have given it such a build-up. I hope I downloaded this in the right key. I downloaded it from musicnotes.com. I had to put it in the lower key. I may have to play with the volume here for a minute.
I'll be your candle on the water. My love for you will always burn. I know you're lost and drifting, but the clouds are lifting. Don't give up, you have somewhere to turn. I'll be your candle on the water, till every wave is warm and bright. My soul is there beside you. Let this candle guide you. Soon you'll see a golden stream of light. A cold and friendless tide has found you. Don't let the stormy darkness pull you down. I'll paint a ray of hope around you, circling in the air and lighted by a prayer. I'll be your candle on the water. This flame inside of me will grow. Keep holding on, you'll make it. Here's my hand, so take it. Look for me, reaching out to show, as sure as rivers flow. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go.
Candle on the Water, Pete's Dragon, Helen Reddy. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around for this edition of Tunes and Talk as we made our way through the musical and movie spectrum. Be good to yourselves, be kind to others, take care of yourselves. Pandemic's not over yet. We're seeing a whole lot of light at that end of the tunnel, but we're not quite out yet. So please be cautious and stay safe. And we'll do it all again next time. Love you guys.